The long-standing military alliance between the Philippines and the United States needs to be modernized, upgraded, or reviewed in order to address emerging and evolving security threats in the region. The director for Southeast Asia program of the Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative urges the incoming Marcos administration to review the 70-year-old Mutual Defense Treaty so that it can keep up with ever-changing geopolitical situation. Grad polling says in the last decade, the South China Sea has become one of the world's potential military flashpoints.
The Philippine alliance is that the U.S.-Philippine alliance has been left behind. The NATO alliance has been modernized. AUKUS is clear evidence that the Australia alliance has now changed.
The United States, along with other powerful nations, forge new partnerships and revive old alliances to ensure balance of power is maintained in the region. The security pact between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the US, collectively known as AUKUS, allows Australia to build its own nuclear submarines for the first time. The historic covenant is seen by experts as a bold move to counter China. The Five Eyes Alliance is an intelligence sharing agreement between the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. 4 of its members, except for New Zealand, have been vocal in confronting China. The Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, or Quad, composed of the US, Australia, Japan, and India, is also a special concern for China. But Beijing insists that these agreements undermine regional peace and stability and increases risk of potential arms race. Speaking of China, polling says the Marcos administration can learn from some of the missed opportunities of the Duterte administration in terms of foreign policy.
It's not too late to bring back the arbitral award, to talk about it again, but the new administration will have a much harder time now because the old one wasted 6 years not doing that.
President-elect Bongbong Marcos has yet to name his Foreign Affairs Secretary, but in his previous meetings with U.S. officials, Marcos expressed the need to review the Visiting Forces Agreement, or VFA. Marcos is also inclined to continue President Rodrigo Duterte's independent foreign policy. Tristan Nodalo, CNN Philippines.